All right, so this is a quick run through of like what it would look like if you actually had to graph one of these quadratics and like what they'd be looking for. So we start off and they say to us, okay, well here's your quadratic. Do you open up or open down? Well, remember our a value is 1, so we look out in front. Our a value is 1, so this guy would open up, and then obviously you click check. Good. Press enter. Find the coordinates of the vertex. Okay, so I'll go ahead and kind of work this as quickly as possible. Okay, so our vertex is x equals negative b over 2a. If I was going to find my vertex, and so in that case there, that would be negative 6 over 2 times 1. That would be equal to negative 3. So as of right this minute, I'm negative 3 comma. Okay, remember that we would then go to, I'm going to hit, let me see, I'm kind of stuck here. We go to our graphing calculator. Give me one sec to kind of get some stuff opened up. We go to our graphing calculator and we plug in our equation. And so we would say x squared plus 6x. You can graph it to see what it looks like, so you can see where things are going to happen. We could then at that point, remember, go to our table, and remember what we're looking for was we were looking for the, in this case we said our vertex was negative 3, so we would go to our table and we go to negative 3 and we would see that negative 3 gives us an output of negative 9. So our vertex occurs at negative 3, negative 9. So I come back to my guy here, open parentheses, negative 3, comma, negative 9, close parentheses, enter, enter. Now it says, what will be your axis of symmetry? Well, remember, our axis of symmetry is just nothing more than our x portion. So we would say our axis of symmetry is x equals negative 3, the x portion of our vertex. Enter, enter. What will be your intercepts? Remember that if we wanted to find our x-intercepts, we let y be equal to 0. And we want to find our y-intercepts, we let x be equal to 0. So our job is to take a look at our graphing calculator and determine when that's going to happen. So looking for when y is equal to 0. So it looks like we have an intercept at negative 6, 0. And it looks like we have another one at 0, 0. So 0, 0 actually is a double whammy. 0, 0 is actually a y-intercept and an x-intercept. If we go back to our graph and we look at it, we can see, oh, that makes sense because it passes through both the x and the y at the same spot. So come back to our guy right here. They're asking for our x-intercepts. So we say negative 6, comma 0, comma, and the directions it tells you right there, use a comma to separate your answers, and 0, comma 0. Okay, oh, it didn't like that. Okay, well, the reason it didn't like that was because they didn't want ordered pairs. They just actually wanted us to tell them that the intercepts were at negative 6 and 0, like so. Okay, so just kind of got to learn how they want you to put the answers in. I do come behind you on tests and look for things like that. So if you put in ordered pairs, but they wanted this, just the actual x value, then I give you credit for that and come behind and add the points. Our y-intercept, we know we don't need an ordered pair now. We learned from our mistakes. We've typed in 0. And now we're ready to graph. And this is the part that I wanted to show you. So I click on this guy to enlarge it. Bring our tool over here. Okay, so we're doing a parabola, right? So we grab the parabola tool. So it says right there, click the graph, choose a tool in the palette, and follow the instructions to create your graph. So we click on the graph, the tool, excuse me. We come over, it says now click on the graph to plot the vertex. The key thing is you gotta plot the vertex. Our vertex was at, I gotta go back to the calculator and look, I forgot, negative 3, 9? Yep. Negative 3, 9. So you can see as you hover, right here as you hover, the ordered pair is coming up. So if you're having a hard time seeing the graph, it's small, you can see there's negative 3, and you can come down to negative 9. So you can see I'm on the spot. I click, and now it says in the directions to click the graph to plot the, well, we already did that. Why are you telling me the same directions? Something must have gone wrong. Click, because now it should just say to plot any of your other points. So that's weird. I apologize. I'm glad I made this video. So we knew that this thing passed through at 0, 0, or we know that it passes through at, what was it, -7, 0. Is that right? Oh, -6, 0, excuse me. So it doesn't matter where you take it. You can take it to the Y-intercept, X-intercept, whatever. You can see that the graph flips around. So you choose that spot, and so now they're saying, okay, object has been selected. You click Save. You click Enter to check. Oops, I was in the wrong spot, sorry. I click Check, and it says well done. So that's the process that you go through to be able to find, to be able to graph one of these guys. And then at this point, we got a couple questions about domain and range and such. So good luck with that. Let me know if there's any questions, and go from there.